Welcome back. It's your girl Erina TL, yet in another video. Your village champion, but also your international content creator, has something for you today. Every time you see me seated down here, just be ready for a chit chat, okay? Answering some of your questions or some of the things that you don't know about our traditions or African homes or generally African ways of life. So we call it African ways of life, but it's not general that the entire Africa, that all tribes in Africa are doing the same thing. I call it African because I'm African, but a certain group of people in Africa live that kind of way. So today we are talking about that. Like you've seen from the title, we are talking about the different chores for boys and girls in an African home. When I say boys and girls, not entirely the young ones, but like from young childhood up to when you are teenage or a grown-up woman, the chores that are for men and for women in African homes. Let's start in Central, in Buganda, because mainly Central Uganda is comprised of a tribe called the Baganda. I think to talk very well, I need to put my porridge down. Know me with eating. I start with Central. In Central, cooking is mainly for women. It is mainly for women. If you find still traditional, those ancient homes, traditional homes, you will never find boys in the kitchen. It is mainly girls that cook. Even when visitors come, even if it's a lot of people, it will be women running around and around. But as people are changing, actually in the past days, girls used not to go to school. They stay at home, that to be taught how to cook, take care of the home, as boys went to school. But as things revolved and evolved, a balance is coming. Not entirely that men are cooking, women are no, but a balance is coming that women, there is this phrase that people always say, that women came out of the kitchen. So kitchen is not entirely that their office. They are also pursuing professions, they are pursuing careers, but the other thing is still there. You find a career woman, but then in the setting where she is, if it's a traditional setting, women have to cook and men don't cook, which is okay. A woman makes her home, but also I want to add my voice onto this. As a man, why would you leave entirely the responsibility of your health in someone's hands? You also have to learn to know how to cook. Imagine you're not married, like you're still single. Who is going to take care of you? There are days you cannot afford to buy food every day. So even men at least should learn a few things here and there. The same applies, this cooking issue. It is the same in the north, in the northern part of the country, in the eastern. Like I think mainly in Uganda, women cook. Another thing, fetching water. So I'm highlighting those main chores in the home. Fetching water, because most homes in our villages, they don't have national water taps like water sources. So they have to fetch water, maybe from a well, from a dam, from a river, or something like that. Now that one varies a bit. The girls in the central mainly fetch water, but also if it is heavy water, like very many jerrycans of water, big tanks of water, it's going to be classified as heavy work for men. In western part of Uganda, it is almost the same. In the Banyankole, their women don't do a lot of heavy things, carry what, no. That is termed as heavy work for men. In the Bachiga, boys and girls will do, because they are both energetic. In the north, I don't know if you've seen my videos from Lira, northern part of Uganda, that is in the Luo, that side. It is mainly for women. If we have any Luo in the house here, please, you can tell us. Let us know if I'm wrong here. But the few weeks I spent there, it was mainly women going to the boreholes. They had boreholes, but still at a distance. It was mainly women fetching the water, and men were just sitting under tree shades, enjoying life. In eastern Uganda, men will sit under a tree, taking local brew, as women are running all over the place. The main chore of the men in the home in those settings is maybe renovating the home, renovating the kitchen, renovating the latrine. But it's not that all the time they're going to keep renovating. So when they have nothing to do, they go digging. Yeah, digging is for both now. Imagine, it's for both men and women. But then after the digging, for example, you've gone to the garden together, boys and girls, men and women. After the digging, you come back home. The men are tired. They sit under the tree. From my reaction, I think you know my side and my take on this. They sit under the tree, enjoy the fresh air as they rest. As women continue with the chores, now they have to cook, prepare the meals, fetch water. A man has to bathe, to rest very well. Like that kind of setting. Honestly, those things are tradition. Even till present day, they are still there, because I experienced them. I was in the north last year and I saw that. From my expression, you can see my take. I don't agree with that. As in, both of us have come back from the garden. Both of us are tired. We are exhausted. So me, I run around, fetch the water, cook for you, call you, come and bathe. Really? Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. We have to support each other. We are partners. We help each other. Okay? Like, we are one. If we are married, if I'm your wife, we are one. We help each other. We come back from the garden. That is my perspective, and through my lens. Come back from the garden. If both of us are tired, let's go fetch water. Let's help me cook as I am preparing the dishes. Maybe you break the firewood for me. Stuff like that. Another chore, by the way, is fetching firewood. In the north, it's mainly for women. In central, it's for women, but escorted by boys for security. Yeah, because they wouldn't want anything to happen to a girl or to be raped or something like that. So for security. And in central also, big logs of wood are not for women. They are for men to carry those things. Are we making ourselves clear? Another chore, taking care of children and kids, bathing them, feeding them and everything. Women. In an African setting, a typical African setting, it is women. But let me tell you, my take is, it takes two to raise a kid, because it took two to form that child. It's not a woman alone who did what. Though a mother has a very important role to play, the same applies to a father, but I think everything should not be left to a mother. They need support. Imagine, they need support. So bathing kids, what it's mainly by girl children, or even if you have, for example, a boy of 9 years and a girl of 6, or a boy of 15 and a girl of 6, they always call a girl, you come and bathe your siblings. What of the boys? But I thank God for us, where we grew up from. You know, there's that boys do this, girls do this. If it is heavy, you all collectively have to do it, because all of you are young. The boys are young, the women are young, the girls are young. So we always had to do things collectively. Our father raised us like that. But other homes, it is specific. A boy will not wash dishes, because that is not a work for boys. It is for girls. Then you find small girls running around, cooking, washing the dishes, and the boys are just sitting. Maybe they go play football, come back tired. A girl has to fetch water for them to bathe. I thank God I was not raised in such kind of a family. That's why I cannot survive in that kind of a marriage. So you see, before you marry us, some of us, you have to first also know our background. I think my father defied some of those traditional ways of life, but typically in African settings, that is what happens. Okay, there are some. What else? Washing clothes, mainly girls. You would wash for your brothers. Yes. Boys, maybe if the girls are not there. Imagine, to an extent, that sometimes a girl is sick and they tell you, why is it that when you're sick you sleep the whole day? Women don't get sick like that. That word used to cause short circuit in my head. Even my mother used to say that women don't fall sick like that. How do they fall sick, for example? Don't they have bodies? But I'm trying to give you a picture of what happens in our African homes. That even when you're sick, you have to take care of your brothers. Wash for them, cook for them, wash the dishes, clean the house when they are there, picking their teeth, chilling, playing, rumor mongering with their fellow men. I am so glad that was not happening in our home. Boys and girls used to do things like our brothers used to wash for us, they used to bathe us, we used to wash for them, they used to cook for us, we used to cook for them. Guys, On that note, therefore, let me first take a commercial break. I told you about firewood and splitting it. So big logs of firewood are to be carried by the boys, but the splitting in the central Uganda is mainly for men, because that is heavy work. Even in western Uganda, it is for men, because that is heavy work. In northern Uganda, men will help when they can, but mainly a woman. But mainly big logs, men will come up, because it will look fishy for a woman to break a big log. So big huge logs of firewood are chopped down by men. What have I not mentioned in the main chores of a home? What have I not mentioned? I think that's all. So as you can see, African homes are mainly run by women. Yes, a man is the head of a home, but a home is mainly run by a woman. I think all these things were just to train women to be suitable helpers. But then I don't like it when it turns into slavery. I don't like it that way. But I'm so glad I know how to do all those home chores. I know how to do everything. My children have to know both man or woman. You'll do a chore, you'll cook, you'll wash, you'll do things for yourself, because you have to be independent as a person. Actually, if you're to look around, most African men are not independent, because they grew up in those kinds of settings. They are not independent. They don't know how to do things by themselves. They always need support. They always need to lean on someone. Should we say that's what makes the bond? African marriage lasts longer, that a man is always going to need a woman, is not independent, and a woman will always desire to serve the man because she's trained from childhood, learn all these chores to serve your man, to make him happy. Is that why African marriages last longer? I'm just asking. I'm not saying. I'm asking, because a man will always need a woman by his side. They are not independent at all. So that is life through my lens. My name is Erina TL. In case you agree with me, please let me know, and in case you disagree with me, still let me know with your valid reasons and explanations, because I always go through those comments. We learn a lot from those comments, and put your feedback in the comment section below. Let me know what your stand is about this, or how it is done in your home, how it's done in your country, or where you come from. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and see you right in the next video. And you can look at me all day, because I could be your best friend all day.